Good afternoon, guys. Here we are down on Chesterville Road enjoying our afternoon coffee at our local Drip Cafe. Here we are discussing the squat again. Now, we actually got cut off at the end of our session, our video session on Saturday, so we got a little bit Kanye West there. I'm gonna let you finish, but so we were talking about the symmetry using the force plates, but today we're going to be focusing more about the many different opinions about the squat. It's a very opinionated or very opinion-driven exercise. Many people think, it's a one-size-fits-all approach. There are do's and don'ts or things like that. But realistically, it's not a one-size-fits-all. Lots of people have different approaches that's going to work best for them. So Ed, kick us off. What are some of the really common myths or common held beliefs that people adhere to that may not always be appropriate to everyone?
That's right. What you'll first hear people saying is go about feet shoulder width apart, turn your feet out slightly and get into certain positions, but it's not always the case. We know that everyone's anatomy is slightly different. There are variations, so I don't think that two squats should ever look the same in terms of just being able to throw out advice to people.
Yep, definitely. So one of the other things is, as you say, knee over toes. You learn to picked up a really cool thing as well with a kind of a bit of a trade-off. As if your knees go over your toes, it may increase your knee load by a little bit, but if you don't, what was the little statistic about the lower back loading, Ed? So take us through that one.
So the loads were shown to be massive on the lower back, but you have to at least go, I think it was about 15 centimeters or more in terms of your knee traveling over your toes, and I personally haven't really seen many of that, especially not during the squatting.
Yeah, so certainly that would be a massive outlier there to go way beyond that for the knees over your toes for it to be a really relevant thing. So that's where it comes down to breaking it down for the individual, not necessarily adhering to these one-size-fits-all principles, identifying what needs to be done for the individual person to get their squat going. So that will take us on to our next installment of the squat series, where we're going to look at the weight-bearing lunge test. So looking at the ankle flexibility using our patented MAT, the movement assessment tool, and that will follow with what we're going to do for drills for improving ankle flexibility. Ed?
That's right. So not to be confused between ankle mobility and ankle range in squatting as well. Like we said, someone may have 15 centimeters of ankle range, but that doesn't mean you will be going beyond those 15 or up to the 15 when squatting as well.
Perfect. So stay tuned for the next installment. We're going to go through the ankle range and how that can fix your squat and how it can be a barrier, but a really simple way to get you squatting better. Stay tuned, guys.
Squatting restrictions.